just a random fangirl, and welcome back to my channel! So, this time we are going to be reacting to Breaking Bad Season 1, Episode number 7, the finale. Actually, I didn't know that it was the finale. I thought that the first season had 8 episodes. I don't know why. I was so sure about that, and then 2 days ago I checked, and this is the season finale. So I was really not ready for this, but I am so excited. And I mean, if you think back to last episode, I think that it is setting up a lot of things for the season finale. And yeah, it just makes sense that this is the season finale. It just feels like there are a lot of shows that usually go in like 8 episodes every season, maybe 9, so I guess that I just instinctively thought, oh yeah, this is going to be 8 episodes. But yeah, so 7 episodes. Okay, so I am just going to talk a little bit about what happened last episode, and then a little bit of my feelings about this first season, and the characters, and the plot, and all of the things that we have been going through in this first season. But I am going to just keep it really simple, and we are going to dive back a little bit deeper in the discussion segment of this reaction when I have watched this episode and I can talk about the first season as a whole. So yeah, last episode a lot of things happened, a lot of them. So okay, let's start with Walt and just, you know, he's really not doing really great. He had to get a new haircut because things are really not going well with, you know, the cancer and the treatment, and it's just really rough on him. I am really liking this new look though. I think that it's really suiting for him. I think that it makes him look a little, I don't know, like not as soft as he looked with the fluffy hair, you know. And I just really like the new look. It's going to take a little bit for me to get used to, but I think that, yeah, a good haircut sometimes does those wonders for you. So okay, and just in general, him having a rough time with this treatment and with the illness, and yeah, it's just not going so well, but that was to be expected since the first episode when we got the diagnosis. And yeah, it's rough. And also Hank is not suspecting Walt per se, but he's, you know, investigating, and the investigation is leading him closer to Walt in that regard. And I guess that it just makes so much sense for Hank not to immediately distrust Walt and figures that there's something fishy about this, because it doesn't make sense. He knows Walt, he knows him, so like outside of the job, like their family, and you know, Walt just doesn't come off as the type to do stuff like this. It doesn't really fits probably the what is it called, the profile of the person that he's thinking of. And because the high school is a place full of teenagers and whatnot, it makes sense that his first guess is not that Walt is doing something, because that wouldn't make sense. That is not the guy that he knows. That is, you know, like, it just makes sense that he's not thinking about that right now, because it just creates such a different perspective on Walt as a person, because it is really different than the first impression that the character gives you. So I am nervous because yeah, sometime the truth is going to come out, but I'm not sure when that is going to happen because we have 5 seasons. So there's still a lot of time for things to go south. I don't think that anything of that magnitude of a revelation is going to happen right now. But yeah, so Hank is getting a lot of clues, and because of the equipment that's missing and the mask. So yeah, he's just getting closer to the investigation, and as I said, I don't think that he's going to immediately suspect Walt because that doesn't make sense. It's going to have to take a while more before he actually starts maybe piecing the things together. But even so, it still gives the audience a lot of anxiety because, holy shit, this show, the setting of this show is just amazing. Like, we have all of these parts, all of these characters, all of these situations, and you know that at some point they are going to just crash together. Okay, and oh yeah, and Jess. So last episode things were not great for him. We found a potential new partner. Not actually partner. Someone who could distribute the drugs and just take a fee for that, and a distributor. I'm not really sure what the title is for a person that knows what this guy is doing, but if you want to make money a lot faster and a lot more efficiently, I guess that it makes sense that they try to locate one of these people, but things did not turn out well and Jess is really hurt. I hate seeing him hurt because I am growing so attached to that character, so it was just really rough, but it's fine because Walt went and dealt with the matter himself, which was amazing. I love that, and he got the money back, and I think that he got also the product back. I'm not really sure about that, but the money, he got it, and I'm not really sure that we should be doing business with that guy because he doesn't seem like really trustworthy. Then again, in this kind of business, I don't think that you can actually find, at least not easily, someone that you can trust, because this is a complicated business, to say the least. So yeah, and I get why Walt is so interested in just making as much money as he can because he doesn't have much time. So yeah, it's just like a constant clock, and he just needs to do as much money as he can, as fast as he can. But yeah, problems are just going to arise if you keep bringing more people to the operation, and I guess that it's the natural progression of things, but still, I am so nervous about that situation. But I love that scene, that whole scene where Walt comes in and, you know, manages the thing. It was just amazing. I love that. I'm not really sure if we're going to be seeing that guy again. Maybe we will. So I didn't really learn his name, but if we see him again, I will learn the name. What else? I think that was like the most important things that happened last episode. So I am really, really interested to see the new one. What is going to just bring the season finale. Usually seasons finales are, you know, maybe there are like cliffhangers, or maybe something really shocking happens, I'm not really sure where direction this show is going to take, so I am really, really interested to see, what kind of finale we get. And yeah, this first season has been amazing, has been a roller coaster of emotions. The characters are amazing. I love a lot of the setting design and just the color palette of the show. The music has also been really, really cool. There are some songs that I know, so I really like that too. And the story is just really, really interesting. It's not what I was expecting. Then again, I didn't knew a lot of Breaking Bad when I started watching the show, so I was pretty much blinded for the first episode, so it makes sense that I didn't knew a lot of it. But yeah, it was just such a pleasant surprise because I just, no, I don't know, it's just not, I haven't seen anything quite like it, and it's just the first season. And I mean, it's so famous and it's so beloved that it makes sense. This first season has been amazing. The characters are great. The actors also make one hell of a job to interpret their parts. So I am really, really invested, and I am really, really looking forward to just continue watching the rest of the seasons. And I think that there is like a show spin-off. My brother was talking about something like that, and I received a request for reacting to that when we are finished with Breaking Bad. So I think that there's like a spin-off show. I'm not really sure how long it is. I don't know. And I think that there's also a movie. So we're going to be here for a while, but yeah, I am just really excited. And I'll talk in more depth about this first season when we reach the discussion, just because I want to see this episode first. So, if you're watching this on YouTube, this is going to be a highlighted reaction. But if you want to catch the full-length, uncut, unedited reactions, I am going to leave you my Patreon account in the description box down below, and feel free to check it out. We are a bunch of episodes ahead in there as well. And I think that's it. So without further ado, let's just jump into this reaction, shall we?
By appointment only.
Oh, I'm here to see the owner.
Oh, he's in the recreational vehicle.
Recreational vehicle.
Yo, it's appointment only.
Oh, how is he? Hi, babe. How are you?
How you feeling?
Not great, I assume. But he looks a lot better.
You look. Jeez, you look like Lex Luthor.
Listen, I
That
visited
is
you in the
DC,
hospital,
right?
but you were asleep.
Yeah, Skinny Pete said you wanted Tuco's address. Acting
Tuco.
like you're all out in blood. You are alive. Obviously, you wised up.
No, I did go see him.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
So what, are you selling your house?
I got two dudes that turned into raspberry slush and flushed down my toilet. I can't even take a proper dump in there.
Makes
The
sense.
whole damn house has got to be haunted by now. You didn't actually go see Tuco.
He did.
That is 17.5. Your half of the 35,000. Plus there's an extra 15 in there. It's all yours. You've earned it.
You got this money from Tuco.
Wow.
What?
Junkyard. Let me guess, you picked this place?
What's wrong with it? It's private.
This is like a non-criminal's idea of a drug meet. This is like, oh, I saw this in a movie. Ooh,
Yes.
look at me.
So where do you transact your business? Enlighten me.
I don't know. How about Taco Cabeza? Half the deals I've ever done went down at Taco Cabeza. Nice and public,
Taco cabeza?
open 24 hours.
Taco
Nobody ever
Cabeza.
gets shot at Taco Cabeza.
Did they
Hell.
sell?
Why not the mall?
You know what?
Wait at the
Like,
Gap. Hey, it's time for the meet. I'll put down the flat front khakis, head on over, grab an orange Julius, skip the part where psycho lunatic Tuco, comes and steals my drugs and leaves me bleeding to death.
yeah, honey, sorry. This cannot be easy. And Jesse's making so much valid points as well. Like,
Look, you don't have to be here for this.
he
Okay, I mean,
kinda
seriously.
has to.
I'm okay.
Nah, I'm no pussy.
For wasting my time.
Hey, come on.
What?
Well,
Argue? You got something to say?
I mean, like, yeah.
You're doing business like a couple little bitches.
I want all of it.
Yeah!
70 grand.
Are we sure that we should be doing this?
You like this product, and you want more. Consider it a capital investment.
Local bald motherfucker. $52 and a half, 25 points big.
Big.
Interest weekly.
Okay.
Okay. That's $65,625 with interest. 1.875 pounds.
No. 2 pounds. Next Friday. And no production problems.
Where are we going
you
to
handle
get the
4 pounds?
materials? What are we doing?
Listen, homie.
Ah!
Talk is talk. But owing me money? That's bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm not really sure if he's that confident on himself, he's that desperate, or he's that naive, or a mixture of all three.
What did
Yep.
you just do?
Yeah, I'm pretty right.
Today is the first day of the rest of your life.
What are you doing?
This is the first day of the rest of your life. But what kind of life will it be, huh? Will it be a life of fear? Of, oh, no, I can't do this? Of never once believing in yourself?
I don't know.
Listen, these things, we need them.
Yeah, but
Only you can get them for us.
my poor baby. So okay, yeah, I'm sure that they will find some way to get all of these things, but it's just that Jesse is making so much valid criticism at this point. Like, what are we even doing? I mean, like, okay, we, the audience, get. I mean, like, and I'm sure that Jesse kind of also gets what Walt is doing, what he needs to do. The pressure of time not being enough to do all of these things. But he's taking so many risks. Like I don't know, it just feels like we are taking on more that we can chew. And I'm just seeing Jesse's face, and I am like, no, yeah, it makes a lot of sense that he's feeling like this, that he's feeling kind of like, what the hell are we doing? What the hell are we getting ourselves into? This is advancing way too fast for my liking, and then he doesn't really have, a good control in the situation. Like, they are supposed to be partners, right? But it also feels pretty much like Walt is taking all of the major decisions without really taking into consideration Jesse's feelings on the matter. And I get it, I get why. And yeah, but it's not as easy as giving him a pep talk. Like, where is he going to find all of these things? It's not like a grocery list that you can go to the super mall and buy the things. I don't even think, like, where did you get them? It's just that chemical substances, like, this is a good plan. This is a good plan B in order to get the amount of things that we need. But also, the complexity is that chemical substances, I don't think that they are easily sold to anybody or easily tracked. So how is he expecting Jesse to get these things? So yeah, like, we are moving way too fast. And again, I think that it's a mixture of him being, you know, confident in what he can do, but also being really desperate to get this moving the way that he wants it to go, and maybe a little bit of naivety in the sense of he's just getting to this world, and so far he has not been lucky, but well, he's alive, and that's saying a lot. But damn, she's so excited.
Oh, Ollie, I am very proud of you, and I think about you all the time. Wherever you go, whatever you do in life, always know that you have a family who loves you very, very much.
Yeah, that is sweet.
Just the thing to go with that.
Cigar?
I'm sorry, man. I wasn't thinking.
No. It's okay. You mind if I have one?
You think that's a good idea?
Hank, I've already got lung cancer.
Yeah, can't hurt.
Okay. You got me there.
Thanks. Cuban.
Wait.
I did a little favor for an FBI guy.
Now, I was under the impression that these were illegal.
Yeah, well,
Really?
sometimes forbidden fruit tastes the sweetest, doesn't it?
Why are they forbidden?
Funny, isn't it? How we draw that line.
Yeah. What line is that?
Well, what's legal, what's illegal. You know, Cuban cigars, alcohol. You know, if we were drinking this in 1930,
Yeah.
we'd be breaking the law. Another
Yeah, that's
year,
true.
we'd be okay. Who knows what will be legal next year?
You mean like pot?
I mean, like, it's kind of legal in a lot of countries right now, right? So,
Like pot or whatever.
Cocaine? Heroin?
I don't think that, well, actually.
I'm just saying it's arbitrary.
Well, you ought to visit lockup. You hear a lot of guys talking like that. Hey, man, what you busting me with these 14 bales of ganja? It's all going to be legal next year when Willie Nelson's president. Shit, buddy. It don't only goes one way either. Sometimes there's stuff that's legal that shouldn't be.
That is also very
Friggin'
true.
meth used to be legal. Used to sell it over every counter at every pharmacy across America. The guy that came to their senses on that one, huh?
Really? I didn't know that. That's fascinating. All of these conversations between the two of them. God. How do they know where exactly it is? Ah!
What? He's not supposed to come back. What's he doing?
The restroom. Just go, just go, just go. Oh, he's going to lock him inside. Smart baby.
What the hell are you doing opening the door?
How are you gonna take this thing out?
Come on. Lift. Jeez!
Hey! Somebody!
Hey, Billy.
Let me out of here, damn it!
God! This is hilarious. Oh God. Okay, so I think that they did it. Oh God. At least, like, do we even steal the right? Oh, is she there? Oh no. Oh no, is this like a house opening? Home opening? Open house! Yeah, ah! Amazing. Amazing!
The temperature
Just
steady at
great.
425 degrees. We'll need to run it 2 more hours to have enough to make 4.5 pounds.
4.5. Not 4?
2 pounds pays Tuco back. 4.5 pounds puts us $44,000 ahead each.
Right on, man. Right on.
With the amount of methylamine that we got last night, we can make 4.5 pounds a week for the foreseeable future.
Well,
How
I
long
guess that
is,
it's better to.
that gonna be? I mean, in your, situation. How much cash do you need?
That's the thing, right? A lot.
Someone's in my yard. Shh.
Yeah, I have to think that that is going to smell. Oh God.
Excuse me, I'd just like to see the basement.
Yo, it's occupied.
It's not a bathroom.
Hey!
I just want to see the basement. What's the big deal?
Yo, you ain't seen the basement, bitch. You got that? Is that sinking in? Now beat it. All you all, house is not for sale. Get the hell out.
Hey, everything okay?
Ah,
No, not really. Actually, not at all. You know that tiara that Marie gave us?
Yeah.
Well, she stole it. Yeah. I practically got arrested trying to return it at the store.
Oh my God.
I mean, she refuses to admit it. She refuses to apologize. I don't know what to do.
People sometimes do things for their families.
People sometimes do things for their families. And what, that justifies stealing? Wow. There must have been some sweat lodge. Are you even listening to the words coming out of your mouth?
well. It's just that he has to justify it for himself as well.
What do you mean if it were you?
Oh.
If it were me, what would you do? Would you divorce me? Would you turn me into the police?
Hard questions.
You don't want to find out. Want something to eat?
No, thanks.
And what did I say, man? This guy can cook. You're all right, man. You're all right. We're gonna make a lot of money together.
Just remember who you're working for.
What did you say?
I'm just saying, they gotta know that they're working for you.
Like they don't already know that? Are you saying that they're stupid?
Nah, I'm just saying.
Okay, so you're not saying that they're stupid. So I don't understand. Are you saying that I'm stupid?
Nah, come on, Tuco. I'm just saying.
No, you're just speaking for me. Like I ain't got the goddamn sense to speak for myself. Is that it? Is that what you're doing?
He's saw that coming. Yeah, you really just don't want to intervene with this. Yeah, that's why Jesse was saying that we maybe shouldn't do business with this guy.
Yeah, look. Whew. That's messed up. Okay, Heisenberg. Next week.
Oh God. Could have been worse for that guy. But still. An episode! That was an amazing season finale. I guess that it really didn't... It wasn't really a cliffhanger. It wasn't either like some major crazy shit happening. It was just, you know, setting things up again for next season. Like, we are just getting a lot of information and character moments and, you know, like, shit, what are we getting into with this guy? But yeah, I'm just saying, like, Jesse was kind of right. He was kind of right for not wanting to get involved, but yeah, getting involved is basically the only way for them to make that amount of money that they would not be able to do by themselves. But wow, this episode was amazing. It had a lot of moments where I was just really tense. It was just really, really entertaining and fun and nerve-wracking and amazing. This first season as a whole, now we can talk about it. So this first season was really interesting because we are seeing the character development of Walt most than anyone else. About, well, him breaking bad, like Jesse said in the third episode, something like that, that he was basically breaking bad. And yeah, so yeah, yeah, that is basically what's happening. We have seen him struggle and do things that he really didn't quite enjoy doing, and then finding enjoyment in things that maybe he shouldn't have. So I am really curious about what that is going to entail for his character, how we're going to move forward. Is he going to start realizing that maybe he needs to slow down, even though he can't, because he doesn't really know how much time he has? Or if we are just going to keep on being reckless and getting ourselves into situations like that, because holy shit, this episode. And Jesse selling the house, it makes a lot of sense that he would not want to live there, because it's essentially a house where a lot of, well, not a lot of people, but a couple of people died. So yeah, I could not be comfortable there either. So it makes sense that he would want to sell the house. And now they're playing in bigger leagues. They are moving a lot of more product, and you know, the risk that that entails. Also, like, the thing that they stole, the thing, how much of the how is it called in English? Barrel? Barrel, yeah. How much of the barrel do they need every time that they do like 4 or 5 pounds of meth? Like, are we like set for a really long time with that stuff, or are they going to have to steal more eventually? I just have so many questions about how we're going to be proceeding with this operation, because I don't think that they want to enrage Tuco, because he is highly unpredictable and he's really impulsive. So yeah, it's just nerve-wracking, because you don't really know how he's going to react. That is the vibe that I'm getting. And if you're going to do business with him, then surely you don't want to, like, yeah, you can push some buttons like Walt is doing, and get away with it, but I think that if you push too hard, if you push too far, it could also be not great. So yeah. So yeah, I am just like, I am worried, but I am invested in what's going to happen. Also, obviously, the relationship between Skylar and Walt, and we are getting to see a lot of Skylar's thoughts and opinions about, you know, illegal things, and all of those things are giving us, as the audience, clues about how she's going to react when she finally finds out what Walt is doing. I'm not really sure in what situation she's going to find out, if she's going to find out or Walt is going to tell her. I just don't see her really reacting positively to that. But then again, that is just a really common, like, the majority of people would not react well to those news. So it is a really interesting question. What would she want to do if she finds out? Like, divorce, like calling the police, like, what would be her train of thought and actions that she could take? Because yeah, it's just some, like, you could think how you could react in that kind of situation, but the truth is that even though you have some kind of idea of how you could react, you really don't know until you are actually in that situation. So I don't know, maybe she would just divorce him and couldn't have the heart to actually send him to prison. Maybe she could. Maybe she could try to put him behind bars. I don't know, like, it's those kinds of situations that you really don't know how you yourself could react until you are in the situation. So it's just really interesting. And Marie shoplifting. I remember when she first stole those shoes, but I kind of not forgot, but it was like not really what I was thinking about, because there is so much things going on. But it makes sense that they show us that they show that scene with her stealing the shoes for a reason. So it makes sense that she would continue to stealing things, and that is becoming a problem. I think that, of course, she doesn't really need to steal, so maybe she's finding thrill in it. Most like Walt is, yeah, I'm doing this because he needs the money, but he's also finding the thrill in doing illegal things. And of course, there is this kind of rush, this adrenaline, when you do things that you know you're not supposed to do. But I think that it really depends on the person, where you find excitement with things that you're not supposed to do, being illegal things or whatever, and the things that are really, really against your moral code and you could not do under any circumstance. It really depends on the person and it really depends on the situation. But it's just really interesting, the character progression for Walt. And it's also really interesting because throughout all of this first season, we are setting up a lot of things, a lot of situations and a lot of characters that probably are going to continue paying off in the next seasons. Eventually, we don't know yet, but there are things that, even though they are working out right now, we as the audience know that they are being set up to fail in the long run. Like, for example, one of the things that I'm really curious about is the money that Walt is supposedly receiving from his friends in order for him to get the treatment. That Skylar thinks that's what's happening, but we know that Walt is paying for the treatment himself because of the money that he's doing. So it's those kinds of things that, yeah, they are working out right now, but I don't think, like, the truth has to come out eventually in order to, you know, for the show to continue on. So I am just really curious at what time all of those little things, all of those little lies that Walt is telling are just going to basically explode. And if it's going to be like a really big explosion where all of the truth and secrets and lies are going to basically came together, or if it's going to be more little by little. It's just that this show, it's really, really amazing, entertaining. The characters are just so entertaining to watch, and they are layered, and I am just loving this show so fucking much. This end of season was also really, really amazing. I really enjoyed this episode. I am dying to see the next season. And yeah, so we are going to take off probably 1 week between seasons. So next week there's going to probably be no new episode of Breaking Bad, and then the next week we are going to resume with the second season of Breaking Bad. Wow, this show is really, it is really, really great, and you know, I just want to see where it goes from here, how the story evolves. I am really interested. So yeah, if you enjoyed this reaction, don't forget to leave a like or a comment. Anything you want would be highly appreciated. And if you want to know when I upload my reactions, I'm going to leave you my Patreon account in the description box down below, and feel free to check it out. I guess that's it, so we'll be seeing each other on the next reaction. Bye!